Summer 1998. The world converges on France. 32 nations, expanded and hungrier than ever, chasing a single golden silhouette. For some, it is a mission of defense. For others, a quest for validation. Before the history books could be written, 32 dreams sat frozen on the starting line. This is where it began. Group A arrived with an undisputed king, Brazil, the defending champions. All eyes rested on one 21-year-old shoulders, Ronaldo. Backed by the lethal Rivaldo and the lightning pace of Roberto Carlos, they seemed untouchable. But the challengers were unyielding. Scotland, marshaled by the rugged Colin Hendry, promised grit and defiance. Morocco, boasting the flair of Mustafa Hadji, offered North African magic. And Norway, a physical powerhouse featuring Chelsea's Tore Andre Flo and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Brazil started the group under pressure immediately. Against Scotland, they were forced into a physical match rather than a fluid one, eventually taking a narrow 2-1 win after a Scottish own goal decided it. Against Morocco, Brazil found rhythm. Ronaldo scored his first goal of the tournament in a controlled 3-0 victory that restored expectation. But Group A would not follow a script. On the final match day, Morocco defeated Scotland 3-0, keeping qualification hopes alive deep into the group stage. Then came Marseille. Norway versus Brazil. Brazil took the lead. Norway stayed in the game. Late pressure built, and Norway found their moment. First an equalizer, then a 90th minute penalty. Norway, Brazil, 2-1. Brazil and Norway advanced to the next round.
Group B promised a tactical war zone. Italy, recovering from the heartbreak of 1994, arrived with defensive royalty: Paolo Maldini, Fabio Cannavaro, and Alessandro Nesta. Up front, a returning hero, Roberto Baggio, alongside the brute force of Christian Vieri. Their greatest threat? Chile, driven by the terrifying strike partnership of Ivan Zamorano and the young, deadly Marcelo Salas. Alongside them stood Austria, veterans of late-game drama, and Cameroon, the indomitable Lions, looking to recreate their 1990 fairy tale. The opening match between Italy and Chile set the tone for the entire group. Chile struck twice through Marcelo Salas. Italy responded through Roberto Baggio. The match ended 2-2. Balanced, tense, unresolved. Austria became the defining disruptor of the group stage. They drew both Chile and Cameroon, scoring late goals in both matches to stay alive. Italy, however, found control when it mattered most. A 2-1 win over Austria secured momentum. A 3-0 victory over Cameroon confirmed qualification. Chile advanced without a win. 3 draws, enough to survive. Italy finished top. Chile second. Austria and Cameroon eliminated. For the host nation, the pressure was a crushing, suffocating weight. France entered Group C heavily criticized by their own press, but head coach Aimé Jacquet had a vision. At its center, Zinedine Zidane, the elegant maestro, flanked by raw teenage speed in Thierry Henry and David Trezeguet. Waiting to spoil the French party was Denmark, anchored by the legendary Peter Schmeichel and the swan song of the masterful Laudrup brothers, Michael and Brian. Debutantes South Africa, entering the global stage with a young Benny McCarthy, and a tactical Saudi Arabia completed the quartet. France opened with control. A 3-0 win over South Africa set the tone. A 4-0 victory over Saudi Arabia confirmed dominance. But the turning point came against Saudi Arabia.
Zidane was sent off after an off-the-ball incident, leaving France to finish the group without him. Despite that, France maintained perfect form. Thierry Henry and the supporting cast stepped forward. France defeated Denmark 2-1 in the final match to complete 3 wins from 3. Denmark advanced in second place. France topped the group with maximum points.
They called it the Group of Death. No clear favorites, no easy games. Spain brought a star-studded lineup featuring Raúl and Fernando Hierro, desperate to shed their tag as underachievers. Bulgaria, semi-finalists from 4 years ago, leaned on the fiery genius of Hristo Stoichkov one last time. Then came the wild cards. Paraguay, led by their eccentric, free-kick-taking goalkeeper and emotional leader, José Luis Chilavert. And Nigeria, the Olympic champions, J.J. Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, Sunday Olise, a generation of gold, ready to conquer the world.
The defining match came early. Nigeria against Spain. Spain led 2-1, but Nigeria refused to break. A defensive error brought them level. Then Sunday Olise struck from distance to complete a 3-2 comeback. They followed with a 1-0 win over Bulgaria to take control of the group. Spain recovered late with a 6-1 win over Bulgaria, but qualification was already out of their hands. Paraguay remained consistent throughout. A 3-1 win over Nigeria's rotated side secured their place in the knockout rounds. Nigeria first, Paraguay second, Spain and Bulgaria eliminated.
8 teams had moved forward. 8 had already gone home. Not because they lacked quality, but because in this tournament, quality alone was never enough. Across 4 groups, the favorites had been tested, exposed, and forced into moments of survival. And still, the tournament had only just begun to reveal its shape.